Hello, it is I, the Games Reaper, and welcome to my review of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Kingdom Come Deliverance has been brought to the world by Warhorse Studios and is set in 1403 medieval Bohemia, which is the modern day Czech Republic. And it's a great setting for an open world RPG such as this. The world of Kingdom Come Deliverance feels bigger than it is, even though the world map isn't as big as some other RPGs out there. This is because the character you play as, Henry, the son of a blacksmith, at the start of the game is a nobody. Yup, instead of playing as a superhero like the Dragonborn in Skyrim, you play as a man whose parents get killed right at the start of the game. The mining village Skallitz gets raided after the Hungarian king Sigismund sends Cuman mercenaries, resulting in the disaster to follow. As you progress through the game, you slowly, and I mean slowly, work your way up the social hierarchy, gaining favour with the middle and upper classes along the way. And you have to learn everything the hard way, whether it's how to fight with a sword or how to use a bow. Everything in KCD has been made as realistically as possible. You even need to learn how to read by visiting a scribe. You have to rest, eat and keep yourself clean if you want to make a good impression on the nobles, but this becomes a part of the course during your adventures. This has to be the most realistic role-playing game ever created. In fact, if you go on Google Earth, you'll find that the villages, roads, bridges and even some gravestones that are in the game are still there today in the Czech Republic. The combat may come as a rude shock to some, especially if you're used to easy role-playing games like Skyrim. And you can't even heal yourself during a fight, so you have to prepare yourself good and proper in KCD. Thankfully, a save and exit feature was patched in, making life easier for us gamers. As per usual with RPGs, you can play stealthily or use the brute force approach, but I personally favoured using the old bow and arrow because it's the easiest way of getting through the game. Pickpocketing is something I never really bothered with, but I did do a little lockpicking, which isn't exactly easy to do either. Bartering in shops is very well done and can be quite enjoyable. The alchemy is worth doing and is an enjoyable methodical process where you have to read and follow step-by-step instructions to do it properly. There are 16 item slots where various items like clothing and armour can be layered onto your Henry. Just be sure to maintain your armour and weapons, otherwise you'll make a fool out of yourself. There's not a great amount to do between the towns unless you count hunting animals, but the campaign is a top quality affair with top-notch voice acting from such greats as Brian Blessed, who plays Conrad Kieser, and a greatly believable and based on true events story. The cutscenes can be long-winded, but that's a very minor complaint. There are of course side quests, some of which are hilarious, and others are fairly normal fetch quests, but it never really gets boring. The frame rate hardly ever dips, the graphics are amazing with the odd glitch here and there. You can save your progress by buying a special drink called Saviour Schnapps, but they're a little pricey, but I still recommend having a stock of them in. Warhorse Studios has succeeded in making a world that feels real and doesn't hold your hand. A world where it's up to you what you do and where you go, and finally we get a proper role-playing game. And as great as Skyrim and The Witcher 3 are, Kingdom Come Deliverance is superior to them, with its graphics, in-depth gameplay and amazing true-to-life story. This game is a masterpiece, no question, and is one of the greatest games ever made, which is why I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. There is one complaint I had about this game, however, and that's the fact that Henry can't swim, but that's just a very minor complaint. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye bye.